Since the revelation of USAID sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria through Boko Haram and all that, why is the APC government keeping quiet about it? Let me explain.
Because your money, $697 million annually, plus the shipments of cash funds madrasas, ISIS, Al-Qaeda, Boko Haram, ISIS Khorasan, terrorist training camps. That's what it's funding. It is not. You are funding terrorism, and it's coming through USAID. And it's not just Afghanistan.
Earlier this month, February 2025, a US congressman laid a big allegation stating that the USAID funded Boko Haram in Nigeria. And the APC government heard this. They've seen it all over social media, and they kept quiet about it. And now, don't also forget that the Nigerian media, our traditional media, TVs, newspaper, all of them are shying away from this story. Nobody wants to talk about it. Now, let's leave the media out of it. Let's focus on the APC administration. Now, this whole thing happened during the time of APC taking over power in Nigeria, which is 2015. That is when most of this thing happened. The alleged terrorism sponsoring was used to frustrate Jonathan out of power. Now, APC came in through Muhammadu Buhari. Now, APC is still in power under Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It's still the same party. So why are they not talking about it? Now, don't forget, this is a very big allegation, a very big one, meaning that it's either APC knew about it or maybe they are surprised about it. So why are they not putting out a disclaimer stating that, oh, ignore this, oh, this and that? Why are they, keeping quiet? That is a very big question we should talk about. Now, to my own guess, this is what APC is trying to do. If it's true that APC was involved in this, they knew about it, this is why they are silent. They keep quiet so that it will naturally die down in Nigeria. As long as the traditional media is not talking about it, the traditional newspapers are not talking about it, it will naturally die down. Nobody's talking about it. Of course, something else will trend that will make that matter fizzle away, and nobody will say anything about it again. Now, if this was a lie, I bet you before now, APC would have released multiples of statements countering it and, warning the public to ignore that. If it was a lie, I guess true. Now, let's go back to the USAID sponsoring terrorists in Nigeria through Boko Haram. Do you know that since they cut the funding, there have been a lot of repentant Boko Haram? More than 1,000 Boko Haram has repented. Now, this was confirmed by the military. This is my guess. I guess since the funding is not coming again, maybe the Boko Haram do not have funding to buy their ammunition again, to buy food, to buy aid, to buy whatever that keeps them in the bush. They now surrender. And guess what? The military opened big arm. The Nigerian government opened big arm and received them. Note, those are terrorist organizations. Terrorists. They are terrorists. They don't just terrorize in the bush. They've kidnapped people. They've unalive villagers. They've displaced people. They've sent people to IDP camp. They've done all atrocity that you can ever think of that anybody can do as a sin in life. They've done all. But now, somebody somewhere, one president in one country, discovered that what we call NGO, that is funding the poor life in Africa, is used to fund terrorism. So they cut it off. It was cut off. Now, you just cut it off, not quite long. Now, the terrorists in the bush are now repenting and surrendering. Is that a coincidence? You call them repentant Boko Haram. They've repented. Oh, they are now coming to give up. You are rehabilitating them. You are sending them to school to release them back to society. Now, what happened if that funding continues again? They will run back to the bush and thus they are gone. Allegedly. So all this USAID wahala has shown that Boko Haram is not actually a religious problem or a religious organization. Before that they say, oh, Boko Haram is Islamic something. It's not actually an Islamic, propaganda or agenda, but rather a funding organization to destabilize the Nigeria economy, which the APC is keeping quiet about it now. I don't know why. Why are they quiet? Why? See, where is that Garuba guy? Where is he? Remember when he said that Boko Haram and Fulani bandits, that they are northern freedom fighters? He said it, yes. But is that true? I will leave that for you to answer. Let me remind you, as long as the traditional medias are not talking about it, and little people are talking about it online, it will soon die down. Everybody will move on. This is Nigeria. Nothing lasts. I won't say more than this. Let me ask, why is the APC keeping quiet about this? And why are the Boko Haram repenting now? Why are they giving up now? Why? That's the question. Anyway, if you have the answer, please tell me in the comment section. For now, let's hold it here before we say more than we should say. Tell me what you think in the comment section. But before you do, please do not forget to.
APC Nigeria.